Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Chef Neat. Today we're going to be making one of my new quarantine favorites. It's called Beef Stir Fried Ramen. It's super easy, super fun to make, and if you are a ramen noodle lover like me, you will definitely enjoy this recipe. So stay tuned. Since I will be digesting the skin on these vegetables, you already know you're going to have to spray them the hell down. I'm going to let this sit for about 2 minutes to make sure that we get all the nasty COVID, virus germs, and particles, whatever, off of these vegetables. Voila! So welcome. I have a new view for you. So here we have our steak. I have my bell peppers and my onions cut up. Back here I have my seasonings. I got my soy sauce and my sweet soy sauce. Sorry about the view. I have my toasted sesame oil. I have here black pepper. Next I'm going to show you my onion and my garlic powder. And lastly we have our jalapeno peppers for our sauce. So while we wait for our pan to heat up, we are going to go ahead and season our flank steak. So I basically took a beef flank steak and julienned it into strips because I like mine very thin and easy to chew. You don't need much seasoning, so we are going to just add some good old black pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder to this meat just to give it a little flavor. All right, so let's get started. All right, as you see here, I absolutely love giving my meat a massage. So we're just going to massage that seasoning into the meat just like this and get it prepared. Then I'm going to sit it to the side because the pan is almost hot. Now that our pan is hot, we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. Add our vegetable mix, which I just did green, red, and yellow bell peppers, as well as a sweet onion. And I did that because I wanted my rainbow colors. Yes, I did. I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder just to give it a little bit of flavor, which I think this is a placebo for myself, but hey, it felt good to add. All right, so we're just going to stir that around like that, and we're going to sweat this like as much as possible. So once I finish stirring this around and getting every piece like drenched in olive oil, I'm going to put the hood on and allow this to sweat a little bit longer while we move on to make our sauce. All right, let's move on to making our sauce. So my apologies, I did not measure per usual, but that's okay because I will be sure to list the ingredients and the measurements down below. So we are going to start off with my toasted sesame oil. Just gonna put just a little bit. And then next we're gonna move on to, I'm using Kikkoman soy sauce, but you can use any type of soy sauce you want. Just make sure you use a lot of it because this is basically the base of your sauce. So next I'm going to add some of my sweet soy sauce, which is actually for rice, but you know what? I put that shit on everything. You dig? So we just going to top that off, just like that. All right, so next I'm going to go and grab my good old sesame seeds. And then we're going to add the sesame seeds to the sauce. All right, now it's time to put that wrist to work. Whip it, whip it, whip it like a stir fry. Whip it, whip it like a stir fry. All right, so here you're gonna see me do a little taste test because here I'm actually measuring by taste. But like I said, I'll make sure to put the measurements down below for you all. And to my liking, it wasn't sweet enough, so I decided to go grab my sweet soy glaze out of the refrigerator and add a little bit to the mixture as well. I normally use this as like a marinade for like meat, lamb chops, beef tips, chicken. But that's all right. So let's mix it on up. Now this step here is totally unnecessary. I just absolutely love the taste of this sweet soy sauce. So I'm adding a little bit more to my mixture. All right, now that the sauce is done, let's go see what our vegetables are doing. That sizzle is so soothing that I decided to leave the sound on for this part of the video. But don't mind me. Keep enjoying that sizzling in the background. So now our vegetables are done sweating. So we're going to remove them from the pan so that we can cook our beef and get it ready for our stir fry ramen. Whoop, whoop. So the next step is hella easy. I'm not even going to spend a lot of time talking. I'm going to allow you to enjoy the video. But we're going to add our beef to the pan. And as our beef cooks, we're actually going to cook it to a medium because we are going to recook it later. So we're not going to overcook the meat. We're going to allow it to get a little pink, you know, brown on the outside, pink on the inside. And then we're going to pull it out and we're going to sit it to the side. Let's go. All right. Meat looking real pink and tender, just the way I like it, juicy. So go ahead and remove that from the pan. Then I'm going to actually wash the pan before we cook our next set. But now we're getting ready to make our noodles. Now this is so funny. I learned how to make noodles in a rice cooker. But afterwards, I'm going to show you how to add the seasoning pack to the sauce. And we're also going to add our jalapenos. But for now, let's add our 2 cups of water to our steam pot. And then basically I'm going to close this and allow it to develop a boil. And then once you see 4 minutes on this here clock, we are going to add our ramen and we're going to let that bad baby cook. And boom, that's it. Shake them up, shake them. All right, so this is all you do. Now you only need 1 pack, to be honest. You don't need 2 packs. We ain't trying to be choking to death because it's hella salty and yeah, it's salt in the soy sauce. So just add the 1 little beef packet and you're going to mix that up like that right there. And then we're going to add our jalapenos to the mixture and allow that flavor to infuse into the sauce right before we cook it. And it's going to come out so fucking delicious, I promise. All right, so 4 minutes are on the clock. Let's go ahead and open our top. You see the water is boiling. Go ahead and add our 2 packs of noodles. Now, I normally would like this in the water, but since it's going to steam, it's okay. And the 2 cups of water is just enough for 2 pieces, all right? So allow that to cook and voila, look what we got. Some freaking ramen noodles. How fucking cool is that? Haha, I told you something, didn't I? Pan smelling hot, so I think it's time to move on. So here we got our vegetable mix. We got our beef tips. All right, beef flank steak, julienne, baby. We got our ramen. We got our garlic chop by me, not a cheater. And we got our beautiful sauce. Woo, I can't wait to smell this sizzling in the pan. So we're going to start off by go ahead and add the vegetable mix, and we're going to heat that up, right? So we're going to stir that up real nice. We're going to go ahead and throw our beef in on top. So this is the reason why we cooked it to medium, because here you see we are double cooking it, and I don't like overcooked steak. So yeah, we gonna just add a little bit, okay? So now I'm going to add a little bit of water, just because when I add the sauce, it has a lot of sugar in it and I don't want it to burn at the bottom of the pan. So you add your water, you mix everything up in it. See, I turned the pan down to 300. Then I'm going to add half of the sauce here that I created earlier and just kind of stir it into the vegetables and the meat and allow it to cook into the meat and the vegetables. And that's right before I add the ramen, because you know, once you add the ramen, it's going to absorb every piece of liquid that's in that pan, okay? So here we go. We're going to add my beautiful rice cooker ramen noodles. Yes, and they're delicious. Okay, so we're going to stir everything up and allow the noodles to soak up the juice that's already in the pan first. And then once I finish stirring this up, we're going to add in the rest of our sauce, as you see me doing here. Then I'm going to continue to stir our ramen stir fry until I feel like everything is mixed. And then I'm going to put the top back on and cook it for about 5 more minutes and allow everything to simmer into each other, okay? Flavor, 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 flavor. Hey. My lungs a little dusty thanks to California, so I can't even hit that note like I wanted to, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. It'll be back soon, hopefully. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle our chopped garlic on top, because I love a garlic noodle, baby. So I definitely wanted this to give me garlic noodle flavor. So I sprinkled a little garlic on top, and then we're gonna cover this bad baby, like I said, and we're gonna let them juices simmer, baby, and then it's on. Top off, ho, do you see that? Oh my God, that is beautiful. It smells amazing. I am so ready to eat this, y'all. Oh my God. Ooh, yes, ma'am. Woo, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This was definitely lunch sent from heaven. I bet y'all ain't know that I knew how to use chopsticks, huh? I love chopsticks. I kind of messed up because I should have scooped and then poured up instead of going wild, but it's all good. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. This is a very easy recipe, so try to let me know how it turns out for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Love you guys. Bye.